And you can be sure more will jump on the bandwagon. A judge has pushed the deadline to Monday, so it can hear the supposed merits of a lawsuit filed by the unions.
Like any employer, the government wants employees who are motivated and who like their jobs. At least we hope that's what the government wants.
And that's a sentiment echoed by Veterans Affairs Secretary Doug Collins, and he joins us now. Mr. Secretary, always a pleasure. This is something that, and Secretary of Transportation Duffy also touched on it, and you're seeing it in the recruiting hitting like a 15-year high in the military. It's not just getting rid of government employees, it's wanting to attract and keep the best and brightest and the most motivated to make us the best as a nation that we can be, Mr. Secretary.
Oh, you better believe it, Dagan. It's good to see you again. Look, that's exactly what I want. It's been my whole process this week. My first 3 days in has been about raising the bar. We've got a great workforce that just needs to be unleashed. They need to be held to higher standards. They need to be say, let's achieve something bigger. Let's make sure that our mission, which is the only mission at the Veterans Administration, the VA, is the vet. It's about the veteran who needs and the benefits and health care that they have earned. And so I want employees to come in motivated every day. I want them to know they have a secretary that believes that they can do their job. And when we hold people to higher standards, guess what? The whole thing goes forward and moves forward and gets the best out of those employees. But also at the end of the day, our tax dollars and what Congress wants, and more importantly, what President Trump has told me, we want to take care of our veterans is going to get done. And it's going to get done by a motivated workforce.
Okay, Mr. Secretary, I think you have about 480,000 employees. As you focus on those people who really want to be there, are committed to the mission, is it possible that you can deliver better care if you had 450,000, 400,000?
Look, I think we're going to be committed to using the resources we have and making sure that we're doing what that is, and that's in the most efficient way. Look, we've had some good success so far. We have worked with our DOJ representatives. We've actually found, just by getting rid of our DEI stuff alone, we saved almost $14 million just between contracts and employee salaries that went to veterans care. That was something that we now can put toward veterans care. We're going to go through this and we're going to make sure we're running the most efficient operation we can, because what we're spending our time on is making sure that those who protected us are getting their protection. So I'm looking forward and to saying, hey, what can we do? How can we do it better? And how can we do it more efficiently, but never at the sacrifice of those who've served us, and making sure they get not only the health care at the VA, but also in the community if they choose to get it in the community as well.
Secretary Collins, being on the job just a few days, what was the biggest surprise that you've encountered within the VA? And it can be good or not good.
Well, I'll give you one of both. I think the not good is the absolute maze of bureaucracy that is even within, and it's just said 480,000 employees almost. I mean, there's just a layer after layer of bureaucracy, and we're looking at that to make sure that we're getting good and efficient answers. I was even amazed at in a meeting I had today and I asked directly, I said, who do you have to report to get it to an office that actually can make a decision? And we're working on that. And I think those are the things that we can move and cut out and maybe change to see if our efficiency is working. But I want to tell you about a good thing. I talked to 2 of our employees today who work our Veterans Crisis Line. And this past week, they talked to 2 people who called in, 2 veterans who called in who were wanting to take their own life, death by suicide. And those 2 workers at those crisis lines, those phone numbers, talked both of them into a path of life. That is what this is about. That's a good thing that I saw this week and was able to applaud. We do have people out there who are taking care and doing it right. And then there's just a massive organization that we've got to make sure that we're going to wring out every efficiency we can.
Secretary Doug Collins, a pleasure, sir. We look forward to seeing you often, I hope. Thank you.
Look forward to it. Take care.
Coming up.